Preliminary results are in. We've been following the mayoral and city council races all day. The polls closed at 8 tonight, and the first few rounds of results have been posted by the Douglas County Commissioner's Office. Now, right now, Mayor Gene Stothert has declared victory with more than double the votes than R.J. Neary. Now, this is the biggest win in Omaha's mayor race since 1993, when P.J. Morgan won re-election. Let's check in with our team now. 3 News Now reporter John Kipper is with the Stothert campaign. 3 News Now reporter Jessica Edson is with the Neary campaign. We also have 3 News Now reporter Aaron Sanderford, who has covered politics for many years, joining us from our newsroom to share his insight. But first, Stothert has now been elected for her 3rd term as Omaha mayor. Now, John was there tonight as she declared victory over R.J. Neary. John, tell us about what she said tonight.
Yeah, Maya, there are a lot of happy Republicans at this party right now in Northwest Omaha as they are celebrating Mayor Stothert winning a 3rd term as mayor of Omaha. And as you mentioned, Maya, first time in 28 years someone has won by that wide of a margin. It just shows the support that she has in the city of Omaha. And she was very proud to say that she ran a positive campaign. I was there when she first announced that she was running back in December of 2020. She vowed she would do it then, and she really did never get negative with R.J. Neary, her Democratic opponent, who she said did call him right before her speech, and that he was very gracious towards her. As we look into the next steps, as we look into the next 4 years of the city of Omaha, Stothert told the large crowd here that she wants to make Omaha extraordinary. But she said we first have to deal with COVID, dealing with the health and the economic effects that COVID-19 has had on the city of Omaha.
The pandemic brought challenges and issues never faced in an election in modern times. And while things have improved and we are headed in the right direction with COVID, rest assured, this former nurse will make sure that we can do everything we can to fully recover.
And as for some other things that she wants to do, it's not just COVID. She mentioned streets as a major priority, saying the bond issue passed last year will go a long way in making sure the city of Omaha streets remain safe and obviously remain paved for people in Omaha. She always says that public safety was the #1 issue in her campaign, and she says that that is going to continue as the Omaha Police and Fire Departments will remain fully funded in her next 4 years as mayor. She also wants to focus on job growth and economic development, bringing more projects like we're seeing downtown with the riverfront, as well as the Crossroads Mall Economic Development Project as well. And finally, she wanted to say making sure that city services like parks and making sure the roads are cleared of snow, but also that the city of Omaha is inclusive is just several of her priorities that we're going to see in the city of Omaha in the next 4 years. But as I mentioned, this is just an overwhelming victory for Mayor Stothert, and there's a lot of people very happy with that result, as well as some of these city council results, which look fairly strong for Republicans right now. That's all I have at Mayor Stothert's headquarters in Northwest Omaha. I'm John Kipper, 3 News Now.
All right, thanks, John. Definitely looks busy there. Now let's check in with 3 News Now reporter Jessica Edson. She joins us live from the Neary campaign. Now, Jessica, Neary conceded around 9 o'clock, and you said you were there for his concession speech. What message did he have for the voters tonight?
Well, Maya, of course, he said he's disappointed with the results of tonight's election, but he is happy with the clean campaign that he ran and that he was able to bring some attention to issues he felt was important, like climate change and transit.
We came up short, but hopefully we've left Omaha a better place.
And like John said a little bit earlier, he did make a phone call to Mayor Gene Stothert and congratulate her on her win tonight. He also took the time to thank some of his team, his former opponent, Jasmine Harris, who ran against him during the primary, and of course those who came out and voted for him today. Reporting live from the Capital District, I'm Jessica Edson with 3 News Now.
All right, thanks, Jessica. Well, let's take a look at the city council races now. In District 1, which is North Central Omaha, incumbent Pete Festerson is going for a 4th term, and right now he's taking the lead over Sarah Johnson with 64% of the vote. District 2, which is Northeast Omaha, is a tighter race. Juanita Johnson has a thin lead over incumbent Ben Gray. Johnson has 54% of the vote, and Gray has 46%. In the District 3 race covering Midtown, Danny Bagley leans with 55% of the vote. Both are vying for council president. Chris Jerem's seat as he decided not to run for a fourth term. And District 4, that's Southeast Omaha, incumbent Vinny Palermo is ahead of his opponent, Rebecca Barrientos-Patlin, with 62% of the vote to Barrientos-Patlin's 38%. And the race for the vacant seat in the Millard area, that's District 5, has been a close one tonight. Right now, Don Rowe is in the lead with 54% of the vote over Patrick Leahy's, who has 46%. And on to District 6, which covers West Central Omaha. Incumbent Brinker Harding, who is seeking a second term, has a wide lead over opponent Naomi Hadaway. Right now, he has 65% of the vote. And finally, District 7, covering Northwest Omaha, is another tight race. Right now, incumbent Amy Melton leads Sarah Cohen by a thin margin with only 52%. Now, 3 News Now reporter Aaron Sandiford joins us now live from the newsroom. Aaron has covered politics for many years. Now, Aaron, let's start with the city council races. We're seeing some current council members trying to keep their seat in city council, while some newcomers are taking them. Do any of these results surprise you tonight?
You know, Maya, in that first wave of results, I saw a stronger than expected performance from local Democrats. Turnout was extraordinary in that Northwest Omaha race between Republican Amy Melton and Democrat Sarah Cohen. Douglas County might not settle that race until Friday. There was also solid turnout in the 2 open seat races in South Central and Southwest Omaha. But the cost of voter turnout of Democrats lacking a draw on the top of the ticket started to show up in the results of competitive races as the first results from Election Day started coming in. R.J. Neary didn't do a lot to motivate people to the polls, and Republicans had Stothert. And this matters in down-ballot races because a higher percentage of Omaha Republicans than Democrats show up for city elections already. Southwest Omaha's race between Republican Don Rowe and Democrat Pat Leahy is a good example. It appears that Union Democrat Danny Bagley might survive some late controversy about a mailer the police union sent attacking his opponent, progressive nonpartisan Cammie Watkins. And the most interesting race of the night might well be in Northeast Omaha, where incumbent Ben Gray, former television reporter and longtime community activist, appears to be in a dogfight for his job with neighborhood force and fellow Democrat Juanita Johnson.
All right, thanks for that insight, Aaron. Now, if you'd like to see the results, just visit our website, 3newsnow.com. We have the latest information there on our site.